Hi, and welcome to this month's edition of The Page Turner. I'm Will Adamczyk, your library director. Welcome to September. I hope you all enjoyed your summer. We at the library are very excited for the fall and for school to return. As always, the library is here to be a resource for students and families. Please check out our resources available both online, but also in the library. Staff are available to help students get better acquainted with our resources and our collections. We have staff in the children's room, up at the reference desk on the second floor, and particularly in the teen room of the library. Speaking of the teen room, the teen library and Tyler Vashon, our teen librarian, are both ready to have students come back here in September. To use our teen space, to use some of our meeting rooms and our community gathering rooms. Tyler and his teen advisory board, made up of local students, they continue to work on making this a safe and welcoming space for the students of Milton. They work on programming and collections, and they do put a lot of work into it. If you have a student who's going to be coming to the library this school year, please remind them when they visit to do their part, by following the guidelines for using the library and listening to Tyler and other library staff as we continue throughout the school year. If you have any questions, please reach out. Tyler's email address is on our website, miltonlibrary.org. You could also call our general number and ask to speak to him or any member of the library if you have a question about students coming back in the fall. I'm looking forward to the cooler days after this scorching summer, and I think I'm going to miss the late sunsets, though. That's the one thing I'll miss. That being said, again, welcome to the fall. We are looking forward to ramping up our programming and services for not just the students, but the whole town as we head into September. Please enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. This is Jean here to tell you about what's happening here at the Milton Public Library this fall. So during the month of September, we're offering a wonderful variety of programs for adults and teens. Starting on Thursday, 9/1 at 7 in the Keys Community Room, there will be a meeting of the Celebrity Book Club. Read what the celebrities are reading. Library staff members Sarah Trogg and Sally Lawler will lead you in a fun, relaxed discussion of books recommended by popular celebrities. The assigned book for this meeting is The Ensemble by Aja Bael, B-A-E-L, recommended by Gwyneth Paltrow. Registration is required and opens August 18th. This program will also be offered via Zoom, so please indicate your preference for in-person versus virtual when you register. Our ongoing library knitting group will resume on Thursday, 9/1 at 7 and continue later in the month on Saturday, 9/17 at 10, with both drop-in meetings held in the lower level conference room. Come join other fabric artists to share your project and to get knitting tips and tricks as you enjoy their company and make new friends at the same time. No registration is required, so just stop by. But if you would like to get on the organizer's list to receive reminders about this fun twice-monthly program, email me, jhlady@ocln.org, and I'll make sure that you're connected. Then on Tuesday, 9/6 at 7, there will be a talk via Zoom called Dragonflies, Damselflies, and Spreadwings, Beautiful and Beneficial, with photographer and naturalist Joy Marzoff. In this fascinating virtual program, the presenter will teach us about what these insects doing in our yards and how do you tell males from females? Enjoy beautiful images of these animals and learn more about some amazing flyers and how their presence in our neighborhood can benefit all of us. Ms. Marzoff loves to share her knowledge about wildlife and nature, and in addition to a BA in biology, she has been doing a variety of animal-related educational programs in her professional life for over 20 years. We hope you might join us, although advanced registration is required to participate. Then there will be a virtual meditation workshop called Be Kind to Your Mind with instructor Amy Rutledge of California, happening on Tuesday, 9/13 at 7. Join us online for this Zoom meditation and relaxation session, as Amy will teach us a little about the benefits of meditation and will guide us through a 30-minute class. Ms. Rutledge has been teaching online classes via Zoom, YouTube, and Facebook Live for libraries during this challenging time, and she has experience teaching all ages, including teens, so please include your children over 12. You must sign up in advance to participate in this relaxing activity from your armchair, and once registered, you will receive the Zoom link. Then the first in-person concert in the library's fall music series will happen on Thursday night, 9/15, starting at 7 p.m. Please note this is a Thursday night, not a Saturday. And this will be with the incredibly talented trio called North Sea Gas of Scotland. The event will be held in the lower level Keys Community Room, and we are so fortunate that this dynamic and comical group is again on tour in the US and will make a stop in Milton. After 40 years together and stronger than ever, North Sea Gas is one of Scotland's most popular folk bands, as they bring great vocals and tremendous three-part harmonies to their performances. Guitars, mandolin, fiddle, bouzouki, harmonia, whistles, bodhrans, banjo, and good humor are all part of their concerts as well. And now no sign-up is required to attend this concert, so please just come and bring your families, as the repertoire is appropriate for all ages. I hope to see you there to enjoy some great entertainment in September. Then pop culture historian and prolific author Marty Gitlin will give a virtual talk on Tuesday, 9/20 at 7, called Significant Sporting Events That Changed America. This enlightening program will entertain and illuminate sports fans or anyone interested in American history. Mr. Gitlin will show exciting videos of sporting events through more than 100 years that greatly impacted society and or the sports themselves. Included are the sale of Babe Ruth to the Yankees, Jesse Owens at the 1936 Berlin Olympics, the 1958 NFL Championship Game 5 that brought football into prominence, and much more. These fascinating images will be followed by trivia questions for participants to ponder, and finally also some Q&A. Please join me and Marty for a thought-provoking sports experience. Advanced registration is required at our website. And then the library's final adult program will be in person in the Keys Community Room on Tuesday, 9/27, starting at 7 p.m. And this will be a lecture by historian Bob Began called Boston History Talk, The Coconut Grove Fire. In November of 1942, America was feeling the full brunt of the war, and across the globe, war was raging on all fronts. Europe was under German control. In North Africa, GIs were up against Italian and German forces. And in the Pacific, Marines were fighting the Japanese on air, land, and sea for control of a remote island named Guadalcanal. The city of Boston was full of men coming and going, and the harbor was full of merchant ships and warships. The Coconut Grove, a romantic, exotic, and popular nightclub, caught fire when filled with customers, and tragically 492 people perished. Learn what caused the fire, how it spread, and who were the victims in this educational program. The talk will be held in person, but also recorded by Milton Access Cable for later viewing, but sorry, it will not be available via Zoom. Please register in advance, and our website is www.miltonlibrary.org. Then click on Events from the main page, and then choose the date of 9/27 to sign up, as we will be checking people in at the door for this tragic story. All of these events are kindly sponsored by the Friends of the Milton Public Library and are free and open to all. And for questions, email me, Jean Halady at jhlady@ocln.org, or call the reference department, which is 617-898-4964. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to seeing you at a library program this September.
Hi, I'm Sally. Welcome back to another month of my book talks. I have another 5 books to discuss this month, and my first is by Mitch Albom. He wrote Tuesdays with Morrie, and that was nonfiction, obviously. This one is a fiction book, and I didn't really realize he had written much fiction. This is The Stranger in the Lifeboat, and again, it's by Mitch Albom. It's actually a story about a billionaire. His yacht sinks, and he was on it with other billionaires, and they're in the middle of the ocean, floating in the ocean, and they pick up another survivor, or who they think is another survivor, who claims to be God. And the story revolves around that, and then a piece of the boat is found, a while later on Montserrat, and there's a story behind that. But Benji, one of the survivors, is keeping a journal of their disaster, I guess, and starts quoting things, and it's basically a mystery with God involved. See if you like it. It was a fast read. My next book is a nonfiction book. It's Crying in H Mart, and it's by Michelle Zauner, and this is her biography, or her autobiography, and her memoir, I guess, is what you would call it, and it's actually her story of her mother dying from cancer, and how she comes to terms with being a Korean American, and comes to terms with all her grievances with her mother. You're going to cry during this book. It was really hard to get through. There was some humor in it though, and she comes to terms through her cooking. She's going back to her Korean roots. This was a really, really nice story. This is The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. And it's a story of a mother, Hannah. She gets married to this man, Owen. He has a daughter, so it becomes her stepdaughter. One day he disappears, and someone presents a note to her to protect her stepdaughter. She does, and in the interim, she finds out that her husband isn't who he was. They're on a search. It's this big mystery and suspenseful. And if you like suspense, you like The Last Thing He Told Me. This is These Impossible Things by Salma El-Rodani. And it's a story of 3 British Muslim friends and how they are trying to keep it together as Muslim women by not embarrassing their families. And it tells a story of their falling out, how they date Muslim men, they date Englishmen, and it's just how they come to terms with being good Muslims and just good people. It's a nice story of their friendship and their families and growing up Muslim today. And my last is The Bangalore Detectives Club. This is a cozy mystery, a very easy mystery to get through. It takes place in 1920s Bangalore, and this woman, Kavardi, I believe is her name, is a mathematician, and she falls outside the roles of a typical woman in the 1920s, and she's solving the mystery of a friend's murder, and she's trying to prove her innocence. And it's just how she falls outside of those roles. It's a little bit of historical fiction. It's a good read. So these are my choices for this month. I hope you're able to enjoy them. They were quick reads, all of them actually, and they were mainly good reads. I hope you can find something you enjoy. Thank you for letting me into your homes again. And if you would like to, get any of these books, you know where to reach me. I'm at the front desk, or you can call the library. We can place them on hold. You can put them on hold yourself. I look forward to seeing you here, and thanks for letting me into your homes again. Bye-bye.
Hi, Children's Room friends. Welcome to September. There's a lot happening in your lives this month. School is starting with new teachers and friends to meet, and fall is in the air. But if you've got a little free time, why not spend it with the Milton Public Library? Here's some of the fall fun we've got planned for you in September. First of all, have you tried Dial a Story yet? This cool service is available from any phone, and when you call us, you can hear librarians read a picture book, tell a joke or a story, or read the first chapter of a chapter book. We change the stories every month, so there's always something new to hear. Just call 617-915-1915 to try it out. Second, we've got a new story walk coming your way. Enjoy this fresh air family fun on the Canton Avenue patios anytime, whether the library is open or not. This fall, we're featuring the story Ways to Welcome by Linda Ashman. And finally, don't forget about all of the cool children's programs we offer every single month, like story times, concerts, book clubs, take-home crafts, and lots more. Check out our lineup and register for programs on our website.
Hello again. Jean here to tell you that in September, there will be a lovely exhibit of quilts shown in the Wotus Gallery of the Milton Public Library in a display called Not Your Grandma's Quilt Show. As a teacher, artist, and quilter, Barbara Grossefa is self-taught and has received several awards for her work, including Best in Show Blue Ribbon Quilt at the Marshfield Fair. She is a teacher at the New England Quilt Museum located in Lowell, Mass., and also teaches many different classes about design, decluttering, home staging, and more, including having presented some virtual talks here at our library. This month's gallery collection will show 20 traditional and contemporary quilts and wall hangings, which Barbara started exhibiting in 2018. Her pieced and applique wall quilts are simple in design, but they are unique in that her choice of fabrics and how she pairs them transforms them and sometimes embellishes them to make her work stand out from other quilters' art. In her first juried show, her art quilt Out on a Limb was chosen by the Brush Gallery to appear in its annual art quilt exhibition. This upcoming Wotus exhibit is her 4th solo display in the past 6 years, and she is a member of 4 quilt guilds from Abington to Arlington. She is also a talented columnist for the Quincy Sun and works with clients as an interior decorator. Barbara is currently working on her first book, If Picasso Was a Quilter, Designing Outside the Block, in which she will share photos and instructions of the many different methods she uses in her quilts. Ms. Grossefa's quilting journey started down a well-traveled path 40 years ago, but diverged somewhere ages and ages hence. Trading traditional patchwork, bed coverings for artistic wall quilts, she now looks at design, creativity, technique, color, fabric, and embellishment through a different lens. And as Robert Frost says in his poem, The Road Not Taken, and that has made all the difference. There will also be a free and open reception held on Wednesday, 9/14 from 6 to 8 p.m. in the gallery so that you may come in and meet the artist in person and view her lovely collection of art quilts. For more information about this event, please email me, jhlady@ocln.org, or you can call me at the reference department, 617-898-4964. Thanks for letting me bring you up to date on some fun art this fall, and I hope to see you soon if you might come and visit our gallery.
Hi, I'm Regan Mulcahy, Technology Librarian with a Tech Tip of the Month. Are you a fan of crossword puzzles? Addicted to Wordle? You should try playing New York Times games. You can get free digital access through the library to daily full-size and mini crosswords online and in iPhone, iPad, and Android apps. You'll also have access to their other games, including Letterboxd, Sudoku, Tiles, Vertex, and my favorite, Spelling Bee. Start by going to the digital collections option from our homepage, miltonlibrary.org. Click on New York Times Games. Here, you will redeem the provided code for access. To activate, you'll need to log in or register as a new user, entering your email address as the username and creating a password to set up an account. Once you're logged in, you can start playing and enjoying the puzzles and games. Tune in next time for another tech tip.